guys, Jaybird here from Maker Educator. I got a quick life hack for you that I think you're going to like. I'd be willing to bet that a lot of you already have one of these at home. It's a 3D pen. I love this. I use it almost every week for one reason or another, but mostly to repair things that have been broken. I have a lot of plastic things that the kids break, toys, this or that, and they're not willing to give up on them, so I repair them using this 3D pen. I use it just like a welder. I take the ceramic tip and I bury it into the plastic material, right into the crack, and I hold it there without pressing any other plastic into it. And while that's sitting there, it melts the plastic surrounding the crack. After that plastic starts to melt, then I slowly feed in the same color plastic as the plastic that's broken. And I do like spot welds. I do a small dot here, and then a small dot here, and a small dot here, and I go all the way across the crack, and then I start over and I do another dot and another dot over and over. It sounds like it's a lot of effort, but it's really not. It will only take you about 5 minutes to repair something that your kid will be glad that they get to play with again. I'm going to take a few minutes here and I'm going to try to give you an up-close shot of how I do it. Here you can see I've got a plastic piece that's I've cut in half just to demonstrate how I do this. Once again, I place the ceramic tip of the 3D pen in the crack and let it melt. As you can see, it's starting to come through this side right now. I turn the feed on my 3D pen all the way down so that it's only coming out just a tiny, tiny bit at a time. The key is to get the plastic that you're adding to it to harden along with the parent material when it hardens. In other words, when the plastic on either side of the crack is melted and you introduce additional melted plastic to the crack, when it hardens, the whole thing will become solid. It's also important to hold on to that for a second while that's hardening. That way it doesn't pull apart. Okay, I put one spot weld right there at the top. I'm going to go ahead and put a bunch more on here. I'll probably do a speed through on the video, so I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, as you can see now, I've gone ahead and in between each of my spot welds, I've laid a bead of plastic. From the other side, you can see the individual spot welds that I put through. At this point, I would go ahead and just take it over to my grinder or my sander and take off the high spots. You can see this thing is absolutely all one piece again, nice and solid. Go ahead and sand it down, and again, you're going to need to use a really high grit sandpaper by the time you get to the end so that it's nice and smooth. A 440 grit, something like that, would probably do just fine. And then you should be good to go to paint it. Or if you don't want to paint it, you can, just go ahead and leave it the finish of the plastic that you were using. But that's my life hack. I use a 3D pen to repair plastic things around the house. You guys should try it.